Hey guys, welcome back to Just a Geek in the Garage. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're actually in the trunk of my car at the moment, and I kind of want to show you how these Husky build-outs have actually worked day to day. I did a video a while back just kind of showing my stack of Husky build-outs that I'm planning on using for the gutter business. What I decided was, in my car, I'm actually just going to kind of keep this setup that you guys are looking at right now. So I actually got rid of one of the bottom stack, which only had the circular saw in there, because the circular saw will always be on the truck or a miter saw or something like that. So here I kind of just put things that I'm going to need when I'm out there. The guys have pretty much all the tools that they need. This is going to be when they call me out for backup. Like I was back up there yesterday. I went out there, I realized they were already using all the tools on the truck, and I didn't have this stack set up in my car yet, so I was kind of taken aback, not being able to use what I needed, and I didn't like to have to kind of borrow tools and stuff like that. That's not the point of me being a backup, is basically being able to go out there and help them. So let me kind of go over all of this. As usual when I'm talking about work stuff, I'm using my Milwaukee gloves instead of my green gloves. But let's just kind of take a quick look at how I set this up. And, as always, if you guys have any, questions or comments, leave them down below. And if you think there's a better way of kind of doing this, let me know as well. So let's start off kind of back here is just my tool belt. I keep it kind of empty, so I'm only loading it up with the tools that I need for the job, so I'm not overloading it, especially when I'm going up and down ladders. So I'll load it as needed. And then kind of hiding back there, this is just my normal car go bag that I have there just in case something happens. So that's not gutter related or anything like that. And then hiding back here, I have this a compartment one. And I apologize about the noise, guys. I'm just in my driveway, so there's going to be cars and stuff driving by. But let's kind of take a quick look here and show you what I have in this guy. So, try to stay as OSHA compliant as possible. So first thing we got here, we've got a first aid kit, and I have a bunch of different, like these are my personal safety goggles right here. I have some extra ones in case the guys need them. Another one for me in case I lose it. These are probably not really needed. I just added them in there just because, they're Milwaukee and they fit right here. Just some Allen keys. You never know when you're going to encounter that. Some blades for a multi-tool. A Coast headlight just in case. My gloves usually live in here. I'm just using one of them right now. This normally doesn't live in here, but I'm going to be using it for a project at work. This is just a stud finder. Some more kind of tools for the multi-tool. A little fastback Milwaukee, and then down here is going to be a lot of different bits. Normally we're just using kind of these 1/4-inch bits. These are Irwin, kind of the standard that we use. We also have these Milwaukee shockwave bits and things like that. Initially I bought this one kind of cheap bit holder from Amazon, and then I did end up buying the Milwaukee one the last time I was at Home Depot. I just haven't had the time to set it up. So this is pretty basic, and this is just extra stuff that we might need while I go out and visit them. Let me put this away, and then we can go through the actual drawer so you guys can see the tools and stuff that I'm carrying with me. I'm going to start here on the right side, so let's kind of take a look at this. So this is going to be kind of my most used tools. I do keep my, all of these have actually been used. I do keep my tools pretty clean. Some of the stuff haven't been used, like these hole saws are kind of extras in case we need them. But as you can see in here, I have my M18 subcompact set. It comes with the drill and the impact driver, and then the light just happened to fit in there, so I just put it in there. Don't really need it usually, but better to have it and not need it. Milwaukee tape measure, another tape measure. It's always good to have extras, because these are things that kind of get, whenever you're looking for one, you can't find it. Just a basic utility knife. And then I think this is I want to say a 5-amp battery. Yeah, I got a 5-amp battery in here. So moving on down, this is going to be more power tools and lots of batteries. So basically we have the angle grinder right here. Below the angle grinder, we have the multi-tool. Kind of hiding back there. It's kind of hard to see where it is. And then with some extra grinding wheels back there, if you guys can see. Over here is another set of Milwaukee drill and impact, but these are just kind of the regular brushed ones. These are going to be if like I need an extra one to give to somebody else, things like that. So these are the ones for other people to borrow. A bunch of extra batteries, because hopefully if they need something, I can let them have it, because a lot of the stuff they're going to be using out there is going to be Milwaukee. Sorry, there you go. And then over here we just have that hacksaw, again, more batteries. And then the handle for the angle grinder back there, and then speed square. Always need speed squares. Next up is going to be over here. So it's going to be all pretty much the hand tools that I use. Honestly, this side of it right here is not something that we use that often, but I have, you know, just in case you got some channel lock style pliers. We have a ratcheting screwdriver, a stubby, a full screwdriver set from Doyle, and then the Quinn plier set right here. Again, this is just kind of, if we need it, it's there, but rarely do we actually use that stuff, with the exception of maybe a flathead screwdriver. Torpedo level, vice grip, and then we have both downspout crimps and end cap crimps, along with the saws for the hacksaw that we saw earlier. More speed squares, got a regular size one and a mini one just in case. Some Irwin tin snips, a kind of painter's tool, and then just a little mini kind of crowbar. And then last up is going to be kind of, you know, a mixed bag here. So over here we have a blower, definitely good to when we're cleaning stuff out. So we have the Milwaukee blower. Have my charger with me just in case. Rarely ever need to use it, but hey, if I need to plug in and there's not a charger there, at least I can charge what's needed. And it does both M18 and M12. This is just called a brake or a hand seamer. It's just designed to help kind of bend metal, straighten metal, things like that. This is that 100-bit set from Warrior from Harbor Freight. Again, rarely ever need it, but in case we run into a fastener that we need to get off and we don't have the right bit, it's nice to have that. This is just another piece for the blower here to extend it. Here, I'm probably not going to take everything out. It's hard to get back in, but we got a crowbar, we got a caulking gun, file just in case. These are the really big Irwin snips, which cut, you know, awesome. And then we have just a hacksaw right here. Right now I have the Milwaukee blade that came with it, but I'm going to be replacing that with a DeWalt blade that's a little bit finer, because those tend to work a little bit better. But, you know, overall, you know, relatively kind of quick video just showing you, you know, when I'm out there meeting the guys, I just want to make sure I'm prepared as well. And, you know, the tool breaks, gets lost, etc. I want to at least have something to give them, and then I can replace it later, because I don't want to stop a job just because we, you know, lost something, broke something, something stopped working, things like that. So yeah, that's pretty much the setup. And the only other thing really kind of back here is I have a hard hat, and then the suspenders for the tool belt, just in case. I rarely use the suspenders, but if I'm going to load it down, sometimes I will, just in case. But you know, safety first, so I have everything that I need right there. So again, tell me, what do you guys think, you know, for having this, you know, in your car, kind of ready to go if I need to meet them somewhere, just because, you know, I never know if they need an extra hand. Sometimes when they're putting up a really long gutter, yesterday they did a 40-footer. They should have been able to get it up there by themselves, but, you know, it was kind of wobbling and things like that. So it was definitely good that I went out there to kind of help them stabilize it. So again, tell me what you guys think, especially if you're gutter guys. You know, tell me about these tools that you see. You know, what am I missing, if I'm missing anything, and what else would you add kind of to this setup if you were just kind of an emergency backup. So thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe.